Chapter 8. When the monster twins from Mars finally fell asleep, it was truly something to celebrate. It happened somewhere after the fried chicken dinner, but before the second birthday cake. First, one of them passed out, his cheek landing with a little plop in the frosting. That was Jake. I know that because he only eats frosting and Zach only eats cake. Right after that, Zach fell asleep sitting straight up mid-chew with his fork still in his hand. We knew he was asleep because he had stopped kicking. Ashley, Frankie, and I cheered, but very quietly. We were taking no chances on waking them up. Papa Pete picked up Jake and Uncle Gary took Zach and carried them off to their room. "How about I set you kids up in the den?" Aunt Maxine said. "Excellent idea," Frankie said. "A few sleeping bags, a big screen TV, and the best scary movie ever made." "What movie is that?" asked Aunt Maxine. "The mutant moth that ate Toledo," Frankie answered. "I've been waiting 10 years, 3 months, and 14 days to see it. And tonight's the night, thanks to my man Hank, who recorded it for us this afternoon." "That was nice of you, Hank," my mom smiled. "What are best friends for?" I said. "2 of you can sleep on the couch," Aunt Maxine said. "There's a blow-up mattress in the closet along with the futon." "That's only enough beds for 4, Robert said. "Someone's going to have to sleep on the floor." "We hope you're comfortable, Robert," we all said. "Hey, that's not fair," Emily piped up. "Fine," I said. "Let's be fair and take a vote. Everyone who thinks Robert should sleep on the floor, raise your hand." Ashley, Frankie, and I raised our hands. "All opposed?" I asked. Robert and Emily raised their hands. 3 to 2, I said. "Majority rules. Robert sleeps on the floor." I love democracy. We set our stuff up in the den and made it into the most comfortable place you've ever been. Frankie and I took the couch. Ashley had the blow-up mattress. Emily had the futon. And just to show we weren't totally heartless, we used the throw pillows from the couch to make Robert a soft spot on the carpet to rest his bony little head. "Thanks, guys," Robert said. He flopped down on his new bed, but the pillows separated and made a deep crevice that he almost disappeared into. "Look," said Ashley, "the pillows that ate Robert." We have our own horror movie right here before the main feature. "Help, get me out," Robert squeaked from under the pillows that were stacked too deep. It's not easy rescuing a kid from under the huge stack of pillows when you're laughing so hard you think you're going to throw up. "Hey, let's start the movie," Frankie said, getting serious all of a sudden. "And everybody quiet. I don't want to miss the opening. That's when the moth slimes out of his cocoon." "Don't worry, Frankie," Ashley said. "It's taped. We can watch it as many times as we want." There was a knock on the door and my mom came in carrying a tray of snacks. "Look what I brought," she said. "Celery sticks stuffed with tofu, cream cheese, and pimento. If you've never tried it, this is the combo to stay as far away from as possible." "Thanks, Mom," I said, closing the door behind her. "Sounds yummy." "Where's the tape?" Frankie said. "I'll load it up." "No need to do that," I told them. "It's in the machine, rewound and ready to go. All we have to do is press play." I walked up to the bank of machines and turned on the TV. "Wow," said Frankie. "That's one humongous television screen. This is going to be so cool. I've got to say this, Zip. Coming here was a brilliant idea. This is going to be so much better than watching the mutant moth that ate Toledo on our little TV at home." He held up his hand for a high five as I passed him. There was another knock on the door, and Papa Pete stuck his head in. "Is your mother anywhere in this vicinity?" he whispered. "I see, she's already been here," he added, looking at the tray of stuffed celery with pimentos. He came into the room carrying a big bowl filled with ice cream bars. Not just ice cream sandwiches either, but popsicles with root beer on one side and cherry on the other. There were also fudgesicles, Eskimo pies, and strawberry bonbons. Some grandparents might bring you an ice cream sandwich for a treat or maybe a fudgesicle, but how many grandfathers would bring you an assortment of ice cream bars? Mine would and did. I am so lucky. Papa Pete took the celery tray away. "I'll dispose of this," he said, and then he left. I cleared my throat and stood right next to the television. "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Zipzer Theater. We are proud to be showing the mutant moth that burped up Toledo. Come on, Zip, just push the button already, Frankie yelled from his place on the couch. And I did. I pushed play and hurled myself across the room to take my place on the couch just as the movie started. The tape crackled with static, and then the picture came on. A woman's face filled the screen. She was wearing a pearl necklace and was holding up her wrist to show us a matching bracelet. She reminded us that there were only 19 of these sets left, and we better call in a hurry. The phone number flashed on and off at the bottom of the screen. What is this? The moth that ate the Home Shopping Network? Emily said. Come on, Zip, stop messing with me and start the movie, Frankie said. Someone probably switched the tape, I said, but the Zip Master has everything under control. Boy, was I hoping that was true. I went to the machine and ejected the tape. Uh-oh. It was my tape, and the one I had written moth on with a green marker so it would stand out against the white label. I stuck it back in and looked for the fast forward button. I pushed it and the tape sped quickly ahead. I waited for about 30 seconds and pushed play again. Oh no, there she was again, the woman holding up the stupid bracelet. But now there were only 15 left. What's going on, Hank? Frankie sounded like he was starting to get nervous. As a matter of fact, so was I. Where was the movie? Give me a minute to figure this out, I said. It's got to be on here somewhere. I pushed fast forward again, but I could feel my heart beating. He's such a moron. He probably taped the wrong thing, Emily said. Not now, Emily. I don't need that now, I barked. I pushed play again and prayed that the bracelet lady would disappear. And she did. Thank goodness. Only now in her place was a guy in tights, pulling himself up and down an exercise machine. The Ab Flab, I think it was. There were plenty of those left for sale. Hank, what's going on? Said Frankie. I had never heard him speak in that tone of voice before. I'm sure I taped it right, I said. Did you check the time and channel in the guide? Robert said, picking up the book that lists all the programs for the month. I can't use that book, I said. There's too many little numbers and letters and columns. I get confused. I used the guide on the screen. Well, what did it say? Said Ashley. Did you see the time and channel? I felt like I was being attacked from the sides. Frankie flew off the couch and grabbed the guide from Robert's hands. He flipped the page furiously until he got the right one. Here it is. The mutant moth that ate Toledo. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Channel 336. 336. Tell me that's what you taped, he said to me, pointing to the listing on the program. What channel was that? I asked. 336, he barked back, pronouncing each number very clearly. My heart sank. I remembered now. I had set the recorder to channel 36. I must not have seen the first number. It went by so fast my eyes couldn't focus. I froze. I didn't know what to do or what to say. All Frankie wanted was to see this one movie. I promised him that I would take care of it. We shook hands on it. I swore I would do it. And now I had messed that up. I had totally and completely messed up just because I couldn't read the numbers moving so fast on the screen. My stupid brain, I thought. I hate it. Honestly and truly, I hate every cell of it.